All right, chat. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to take the tyrant's whole kingdom. I don't care who knows it. We'll do it on your terms. All legal like. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You were there. I won't cite the old words to you which you were there when they were written. It's got to be Poison Revolver, man. Obsidian Clamora, it's kind of swag to hit for 30 damage right at the start of the fight. You know what? There is something to be said for a Clamora dealing all this damage. Sorry, my phone's in my pocket, but my pants are so tight, I think it's going to break my phone. I had to bend back. I don't think I can put enough damage on this that I could do enough damage to you instantly to make a meaningful case here. I think we're better off with Toxic Revolver and then something to like buff it. Early at least. And as the game progresses, I don't know. Powder Flask? Silencer fits, man. And Yeti Crab actually fits as well. And I think you can put vents in the bag, little bro. Life Preserver for the future, I think. If the fight goes for 7 seconds, I mean, that's pretty considerable. I think we got a pretty considerable thing going on here. I really don't want to run one weapon Vanessa. Because we tried it last time after saying we weren't going to rock it. And then, well, it ended up not being very good, is what I would say about that. You were there. You probably saw it. We'd really like... Well, I mean, honestly, Toxic Fang wouldn't be that bad as something to go in the other slot. But Extract would also be fine. Okay. I mean, 3 poison at the start of the fight. It's not nothing. It's a skill enabler.
Good food feeds body like food.
No chance to level.
Makes you a better person.
Let's see. Neutral item, small silver item. Illusoray. I think Illusoray is not that bad, man. The only thing is, would we be better off like cutting you guys and running Life Preserver instead? I think we would. Nickelback fan, you ruined my run last time. And you got the Adventures of Ladybug skin or whatever. What do you got going on here? Obsidian Narwhal. That's going to be annoying. I'm glad I got Life Preserver. Let's start right there. I mean, I need to make them pay the iron price, man. They embarrassed me last time. We stack up the poison. Please stop slowing me. We come back with 200 life. That's. I think we're going to rinse them. But I'm very glad I put the Life Preserver out there, man. Sorry, Nickelback
Defeat
fan.
does not defeat me.
Look at this. Look at this floating raft. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Every time I do it makes... And what the heck is on Jody's head? Something like that, right? What does he say? What was that Joey said? And what the heck was on... They used to play on the school bus all the time. I'm from Canada. I don't like the song, but I've heard it. I'm not going to condescend to you and say I've never heard it. For Soyton, I think we're going to be putting a crow's nest out there, little bro. I mean, maybe that single weapon early is viable and weapon spam later is viable. Because, like, this is actually... This looks like kind of, if you'll excuse me, a gangster setup here. I'll settle for 2 extra poison for now. To be honest, I wanted, like, a handedness buff, but I'll settle for the extra poison. The thing is, we're going to have considerable lifesteal given the speed at which this fires. But the only thing that really matters is the fact that the poison is coming down fast and furious. We're putting poison down on your head real quick. Yeti Crab is just like, it's nice to have. The lifesteal is very, very nice to have. But mostly it's just stay alive until the poison has whittled you. I feel like in the early game, this is going to be kind of crazy, man. It would be nice if you didn't take 3.2 seconds to shoot. Maybe we are doing single weapon Vanessa again. I don't know. That's a big one. That's a big one. You can go. I think you can go too, and then put the haste slur out here. Silencer's really good. In which case you would be rocking now. Okay. Oh, it'd be nice to get a B1 and B2. Let's put it that way. Anything getting flipped? We don't have a whole lot to work with here. I think you put silver Illusoray out there and then transform it. Really hoping to get another silencer. Not really running multiple aquatics here. I think you stick with what you got. And then maybe a skill. Ooh, it's not so bad. But once we level next time, which will happen pretty soon, it's gonna sting, man. Because we're gonna take Yeti Crab out, we're gonna put Shadow Cloak in. Revolver's gonna be hasted, scaling, lifesteal. There's gonna be some positive stuff happening. What the heck is the... Is this like an Elvis fidget spinner? Ring King God... Oh, those are boxing gloves. Of course, boxing gloves. I could have told you that. I got a riggy-diggy-doo. Remember Nubby's Number Factory? What a game, man. Lots of poison synergies here, too. Okay, 2 wins in Ranked. In Ranked, getting a single chest with nothing of value in it is... It's the sort of stuff I'm interested in. We're about to level. We care to transform a silver versus... I think non-weapon item for free I'd rather have. Icicle's pretty good, man. It would also give us a big poison buff quick. But how much do we care? Probably 0. I think you just run it like that. Bronze tier weapon, bronze tier loot, bronze tier... Let's go bronze tier weapon. It could be revolver. It wasn't. That was abundantly clear pretty quick. I'm going to say... You're not going to make the board again. You're probably not going to make the board again, but because we have poison, I'm going to say never say never. Maybe smalls and mediums, but abstain yourself from re-rolling. I feel like dock lines might be good enough, you know, just to have, pardon me, in the bag. I'm going to try. Hooligan might rinse us. I often get rinsed by Hooligan now that I think about it. You do so much damage. But if I could get the poison on you, I've got a little bit of lifesteal to keep myself in the game. You need to stop slowing me. That's a big element of this that I didn't really think about. I would really like it if you would stop slowing me. But wait, we've applied so much poison to you. Dude, you don't stand a chance. That's compound interest, baby! Rip Warren Buffett. He's still alive as of the time of this recording, but he did retire. That's big. That XP is going to be huge, man. We don't really want grappling hook, but that means a level before the end of the day tomorrow. Oh, baby. Double the haste. AKA, you're actually going to be perma-hasted, which is huge. Could probably afford his skill, man. Extra poison? Yeah, extra poison. We're not going to level. I still don't know the fundamentals of how the Bazaar is played. Clearly. CG Cello. Gift skin. I guess I got a gift skin too, but it's mostly just her like bobbing up and down. Blue Pickles X, Steam Ladle. You might be 1 level up. I'd be surprised if you had like great items though. Fiery Matchbox kind of scary for sure, but... Yeah, 24 burn on my forehead. Kind of extremely scary. Hang on though. Hold, bro. We very nearly held. I think we had 1 non-crit in there, and that crit might have kept us in the game, but I'm not sweating that. Especially a level down. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. I've been sus on you, but I think she raises a good point. I think we should take the Tyrant's Whole Kingdom, man. I do think we should just take a skill. Handedness, I was just gonna say handedness would go way better than any upgrade. Single weapon revolver doesn't strike me in this meta as like a great long-term solution. But who needs a long-term solution, man? We're just out here chilling. I do think you know what we want to do? Let's transform silver items as much as possible. Because what if you got another silver silencer, bro? You gotta admit, for a second there, you were like, oh snap, he's onto something. Blood Reef Raider has a silver crow's nest. And the silver... Oh, I guess we can't really do with the silver revolver. That's true. I don't know, I'm gonna stop stressing about the meta and start just playing what's fun. Like, this really takes me back, man. This feels like a classic... classic NL Vanessa build. With the icicle and everything, man. And the dock lines that I never really understood, but people always told me that they were good. 2 extra ammo. Might be useful if we get a skill that gives us damage based on ammunition. Sabertooth, dude, to get small silvers that have their cooldowns reduced. Or maybe a shiny fang could replace Toxic Revolver. It would scale faster. It would have less poison, but... And the poison is doing a real number right now. But shinies are really hard enchantment not to take. But it doesn't matter because I have a feeling we're getting like silver pelts. Oh, okay.
Full sail, my boy.
I mean, you gotta, man. You got to. I think the Toxic Revolver is still pretty good, but this is much better, I think. When you crit, your weapons gain damage for the fight. That could be useful to us even if we still run the revolver. And then you're gonna give me even more regen. 14 regen is not insignificant, man. I think this is a pretty nasty setup. This is the first time, and I did a run of the Bazaar on stream today. This is the first time I've seen a dually all day. Did they really take him out back and end his life? Still got Power Drill. Still got a DJ Robot. No blue bug, though? Okay, it's doing damage really quick. Really, really quick. He was scaling like a son of a gun, man. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe again.
Cast aside your destruments.
Reduce the cooldown of your other items by 10% for this fight. Increase this item's cooldown by 4 seconds. Okay, well, you get in the bag, bro. I'm going to try you on for size, for sure. Oops, I didn't mean to. I almost bought that. That would have been bad. We're really just reducing the cooldown of one item. But I think that the next step is... well, hang on. The bag is too full. You get sold. You get sold. You're not making it back. You get sold. You're not making it back. You get sold. You're not making it back. You get transformed... Or sorry, you get upgraded in the service of transforming you later into a silver toxic item. And if you could become a toxic silencer, man, I would be loving every minute of it, Jerry. Every single minute of it. I think we go straight into this again, because I was going to say another shiny fang would be nice, but actually that's not what we want. We want, oh, if we could get Diamond Fangs, the item. Diamond Fangs, the item would go insane, bro. Reduce its cooldown by 30%. Golden Pelt. Still good. They had a chance to make cinematic history, but still good. Oh! Holy cow. I don't believe it. And we're farming XP. It's just satisfying to watch the cooldowns finish so quickly, man. That's funny. I think it's going to become a transformation target. Because we already have it out on the board. Extra ammo. Basically just worth it to get sold. You're done. I could sell you, but we're already like, we're basically rich. It's only day 5 and I'm going gumballs, which is probably a horrible idea, but here we are, man. They weren't all worthless. Okay, blue gumballs are worth something, and green gumballs are worth something. We did only get 1 red out of 10, which is a little bit devastating, but...
Not to squabble with nobody.
Now, I definitely think there's something we could put instead of whatever this item's called. Sea Shadow. I definitely think we could get something better out of that. No crits is crazy. Not that I'm complaining, but no crits is kind of crazy that you would do me like that. And I don't think Icicle has to be on the board. So there's basically 1 large item, 1 medium, 1 small, or 3 smalls that we could put out there. I just don't know what we'd want them to be. And in true Vanessa fashion, this is like win fast. Upgrade an item. It's gotta be silencer, man.
Tightened, tempered, oiled, and tubed.
It's folded, it's tempered, and it does its job. Improve your ammo items. I also believe it's going to be expensive, I'm sure. But to take this to gold means that I can rock a transformation on it, and it'll become a gold. And I'm trying to will it into existence. A gold toxic silencer would kind of go nutty. You're done, man. I mean, you don't stand a chance. It's not even your fault, but you don't stand a chance. We're attacking too fast for you, Traveler. A 2-second cooldown on a 136-second... I can't even talk today. Don't even worry about it. The point is you're done, bud. And we're XP farming. Upgrade a silver or lower. That's the gimme, man.
I respect loyalty.
We're only on 44% crit chance. We gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. 60% crit chance. Medium items, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't take a look.
I'm pretty laid back.
You're done. You're never making it. I do think you reduce the cooldown so little, we'd probably be better off with a figurehead just to buff the damage a little bit. But Sea Shadow is kind of interesting. It's just your cooldown is already going so quickly. Oh, I would be over the moon to risk some coin, man. And then this might sound crazy, but give me that HP early. 500 extra HP early, and then every time we level, it's going to stack 5% on the 500, on the stack before, on the stack prior, on the 500, that stack before, on the stack prior to that. Oh, no. Don't put that evil on me. Don't put that reconnecting evil on me. You can't see it, but there's a box in the bottom corner that says reconnecting. Don't make me reboot the game, man. Not every time. And then reflash my camera.
This is nothing to me.
Please tell me it's cosmetic. Guys, it's not cosmetic. I'll be right back. Gamers, we're back, and my camera didn't even freeze, y'all. That's pretty big. For a fellow like me. For your camera not to freeze when you're playing the Bazaar, that's blessed. Not to mention 2 shiny diamond fangs. Also pretty blessed. Do feel like having both of them out there might be worth something, but we got a pretty good setup going as is. Now this is... Well, you gotta transform the fang first. Because it's gonna become a shiny silencer. Imagine. 5? 5 multicast is kind of insane. I still want a small tool. We're a little broke. Dive weights, definitely not bad. You know what? I think I just need to be, like, put back in my place a little bit. Either we beat Ghost Pepper and become insufferable, or we lose to Ghost Pepper and we say, you know what? That was good because it reminded me that I'm human, man. It was like a little memento mori. Because otherwise, I might, I don't know. Who knows what kind of decisions I might be making later. No, you weren't even in the ballpark, mon frere. Holy cow. Sorry, I turned into Rob Riggle for a second. I was going like, pow! Gold tier skills. Yeah. Oh. My word. Oh my word. I mean, what's your crit chance? 64? I gotta go with the first 4 times you use a weapon, charge an item. Right now. The 4 guaranteed I'll take over 5. 64% chance on each one. Expensive roll, but the Crow's Nest upgrade would go crazy. I don't know, I'm not interested. So because we only have 1 item that can charge... Dude, this is crazy. 2 XP, which is actually going to give us 1 more level. Because we only have 1 item that can charge, I'm pretty sure this will just charge itself like crazy. So even though this Mac is also doing very well, I'm not scared in the slightest. I think they stand no chance, man. Because I have one of the most powerful runs I think that I've ever seen. As soon as it goes off once, which happens real quick, it's just going to go off like once per second for a minute, right? That's real scary.
Share with me your secrets.
That's real scary. I don't even know. I didn't even take a look at your board, to be honest. You got a cool little dragon horde there. That's for sure. I'll take the 5 gold. We have nothing to upgrade. We want to... Oh, I thought it broke. We definitely do want to see transformation. And, I mean, cooldown reduction, always a treat, man. These are actually... I hate to say it, it's kind of a whiff. But, take Silencer off the board. Sell you. Well, let's see for a second. 2.3 seconds. 2.1 seconds. Not insignificant, man. Not insignificant at all. Dr. Vortex. I don't even know if you have anything that could help us except for... Oh, Haste! Haste would charge an item 2 seconds, and then we only have 1 item to charge, bro! That's crazy. So after this, we're also going to get an enchantment. I mean, you get Shiny Silencer, imagine. Shiny's pretty rare. A Diamond Medium, man. That's transformation tech. Transformation tech. I still think we want to transform the small for now. Just because I know that there's something on the smalls I could get. You know what? Bud, you're done. You're never making it back. Like, I know I could get a Silencer. Not a... One day it might be a Silencer.
This is how you win a war.
I feel like I don't care about burn effects. I feel like we go for random and try random on the Silencer, because if it is shiny, it's insane. Now, it's shield, which is obviously worthless, but we're swinging for the fences, man, and I'm not going to apologize.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Haste your items, slow your items. Dive weights is irrelevant. Like, you're already permanently hasted. This, I think, is huge, because now you become a great transformation target already. Weapon to the right of this, 15% crit chance. If you have 1 weapon, when you crit with it, charge a non-weapon. Okay, so you had me excited for a second, because I was like, this thing could bootstrap itself to the ends of the earth. All right, Ragnar Lothbrok. Viking name, pig player. Thane of Cawdor type skin. Yeah, it all checks out. It all checks out. Obsidian 28-hour fitness. Absolutely no idea what that is. Hang on, we're getting rinsed. How do they have a... What is this 8x multicast? I've been killed. What is this 8x multicaster? +1 multicast for every item in play. I gotta give you respect. I honestly thought our run would be unbeatable with what we had going on. Clearly, that's not the case. Move them on over. We still got to transform the small item because it's enchanted. And if it becomes a shiny Silencer, like nothing else even comes close, man. That's a great build they had going on there. Iceberg is tempting. Just because, like... Well, I would assume for obvious reasons. If we're able... If we're willing to cut a figurehead... and an icicle, we can just put Iceberg out there. Why would I do this, man? Hang on. You gotta go. You gotta go, you gotta go. Maybe you could burn them on enchanteds at some point. But then our opponents basically can't use anything without it being frozen. The only thing is it would probably take us like slightly longer to kill. But I'm not necessarily sure that that really matters. If we could just guarantee that we lock down whatever the opposition does. Gold Shadow Cloak would be nice, too. Like, in a way, I feel like this is slower, but it offers us, like, a little bit more protection. I might be off base. It wouldn't be the first time. All that for a drop of bandages?
Blades to the wind.
I told you. I'm done with Pelaga. The Bazaar.
When you use a weapon, adjacent weapons. First time you crit, freeze an item for 5 seconds. Jerry, they're saying 5 seconds of freeze? That's pretty nasty. I'm going to go ahead and I'll spend on this one. Starting 10 damage up is... It just puts you further up the ladder. Medium items? I don't really think so. Small weapon. At least it's free. And a dually. It's really tempting to just put the figurehead out there and, like, kill you very quickly. But I don't know. I feel like the iceberg interrupting the engine could be very important. The heck is Yellow Mantis? 4 items for 2 seconds. Oh my god. Icy Power Drill! The vibes are horrific, man. But hey, we're slowing them down, too. We're gonna die to the burn, I think. They've got their engine going faster than mine. Game's broken. I have the best run I've ever seen. How are you killing me? Game's broken. Oh, because you got bonk. And big ego, and you got every good skill that's ever existed! It's a random enchantment, my lord.
Back onto your path.
Have you ever considered becoming triangular?
You're so real for that. I'm going iceberg, man. I just gotta know. Anytime they use an item, we heal 45. I feel like that's pretty minor, but it's something. 19 golds. I would like to see if you have a gold silencer. That's just about the only thing I'd be really interested in here. And then, like, transformation of a small into a silencer would give me pause, man. It would give me a lot of pause. Bazaar Con for a level.
Let's take the tyrant's hold.
That's what maybe that was my good luck charm, man. That's what I've been waiting for. Again, I have to say I think the shields here are basically useless, but I do think I should try Lord Arkin. I know they've been buffed and I've died to them since the buff. But I have confidence in this build, even though it's quickly becoming clear that maybe, like, there's no reason for that. No. We mogged them. We mogged them bigly. They didn't get to do anything. That's what I'm talking about. More of this. The first 8 times you use a weapon, each fight charge an item. Oh, please. Please. It would go off and it would never stop. That's also, that's a lot of gold. That's interesting. We're going to transform our shiny again. All I want to see, it's a big ask. There's like 1,000 items in the game. What if you're a silencer? Shoeblade. Shoeblade, they said. All right, 79 gold. Let's fight the bounty hunter for no reason. It's not no reason. We could get a wanted poster. We could start with their HP 15% down or something. I feel like we got to stick with iceberg, man. The extra damage, we're at the point where I don't think it would even be enough to kill the average enemy. So, upgrade an item. The guaranteed crit would be nice, but freezing for 1 second instead of half a second is potentially colossal. Ice cream haver. It hurts that they're Vanessa. It hurts that they got better wins right now, and it hurts that I love ice cream. It hurts that I love ice cream, man. It hurts that they're running throwing knives. I didn't even... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I had you confused with butterfly swords. I was like, I didn't even think that item was playable. Most of all, it doesn't hurt at all. Because the iceberg cometh, man. Kind of. Okay, it got a little scary for a minute, but we managed to pull it out. We take those. Sorry, ice cream man. We get to 7. Best of luck. I hope your ghost gets some kills, man. I hope your ghost gets some kills, but I needed that one. Bigly. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Let me see some burn items. You never know, man. Not gonna be those. Definitely not gonna be those. It's a simple rule. You see a diamond shop, you take it. You see a mysterious portal and freeze items, you take them. You're very interesting. The idea being that you would run like the poison revolver and a Yeti crab, and then you generate so much freeze that like one shot from a poison bullet could basically end them, but I appreciate the offers, don't get me wrong. Those were 2 juicy shops. They just didn't have exactly what we were looking for. This Property Baron is juiced to the gills now, man. This has got to be like the best fight in the game if you're Pig. Now, I'm not Pig, but I feel like we gotta a genuine chance due to our lockdown potential now. Obviously, we're going to get hit really hard, but then we're going to heal up. We've ruined your life, buddy. We ruined your life. That feels good, because I kind of hate this guy right now. His skill, all of his items are worthless. And we'll get like a bunch of gold that we can't even use. But like, it's the principle of the thing, man.
I am not prideful. I simply acknowledge.
Leftmost tool is multicast poison items. You freeze reload. First time you fall below half health, your burn items have their cooldowns reduced. When you crit, your burn. First time you freeze haste 3 items. Now that's not much, but it's something. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You're gonna transform me into a shiny silencer. That's what you're gonna do. Butterfly swords. The amount of flickage that's happening to me right now, I don't even know what to say.
Now this is how you win a war.
Especially on lethal. 3 regen. You're too good to me. Okay. Gray snowman. They said it's illegal for a shiny fang that does 81 damage to be so swag. Well, lock me up then, man. I guess you gotta lock me up. Hate seeing these all with lifesteal. But being able to slow them down is gonna matter, man. I hope. And our weapons are scaling. They're getting some serious lifesteal too, don't get me wrong. Any of y'all like know what's happening? I think they're gonna win, man. I think they're outscaling me. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It depends on like who hit most recently. It would make sense for them to be able to outscale me, considering they have like 5 weapons, and I have 1. Hold. That stung, but you know what? That was a battle for the ages. I can live with that. And honestly, they got an amazing build if they can survive the onslaught that we were putting out there. I thought we would do better than 7, but hey, it turns out if you have the greatest run of all time, you can still make single weapon Vanessa work for 7 wins. But that's a lesson that I think we gotta start getting some weapon spam going. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.